Hey everyone, welcome to the Love Your Life Challenge. I'm so excited to spend the next 3 days with each and every single one of you, and I'm really looking forward to it. I hope that you're excited as well. Let me know where in the world you're tuning in from. Send me in your comments, let me know where you are. And I'm going to give you a shout out. Let me know where in the world you're tuning in from. But this is truly a special moment for me to be with each and every single one of you. I'm trying to catch my breath. I feel like I can feel the energy right now. I can feel all the love and the hearts flowing through. I can see all of you tuning in online. Let me know where in the world you're tuning in from. I love what a global community we have. We've got Kelly Burke, thank you. Brandy, Grace, thanks for being here. Carolina, Catherine, nice to meet you. Margarita, Olivia, Carrie, great to have you from Athens. Nicole from Greenville, thank you so much for tuning in here. We've now nearly got 2,000 people live. Go and let everyone know that we're joining right now, and it's not too late to tell your friends to join the Love Your Life Challenge. Now, this is truly mind-blowing and historic. We've had over 150,000 people register for this 3-day challenge. Do you know how amazing that is? That you took this step, and I want to congratulate you. I do want to start with this. I want to congratulate you for in this time when there's so many other distractions, when there's so many other things that you could be doing, when there's so many other things that are competing for your attention, you've chosen to take the Love Your Life Challenge. Now, genuinely, that's an amazing accomplishment just to be here, just to be present, whether you're watching this live or on the replay. And now we've got over 4,000 people live, which is absolutely incredible that you're all committing to the Love Your Life Challenge. Now, in this 3-day challenge, I'm going to guide you through some of the most incredible tools, practices, and wisdom that can help you become more happy, more successful, and feel like you're growing on a daily basis. And I want to start off just by thanking each and every one of you for taking this step in your life, for trusting me to be a part of your journey. And I can't wait till we can do this live one day in auditoriums around the world. But for now, this is the next best thing. Catherine, hello to you. Rita, nice to meet you. Carly, nice to meet you. Shireen, Charlene, Lauren, Anu, Karen, Linda, Debbie. It's so awesome to have over 5,000 people live right now. And I just want to share with you how historic this is. Can you imagine that 150,000 people from all across the world have committed to taking a step in their personal growth, just like you, like each and every single one of you. Now, here's how I want to kick this off. Here's how I want to start this off for today. We have 2 key tools to dive in today. We have 6 tools in total, 2 tools per day. And today I'm going to dive into the first 2 tools. And when we speak about the first tool, this is how I want us to start it. Now, I want to see how many more people are joining in online. I'm trying to wait because we're just growing and growing and growing. There's 6,600 people live right now. Anandita from Vancouver, Canada, thank you so much for being here. So the first question I want to ask you all is, what are you hoping to gain from these 3 days? I want you to be really clear in your intention. It's really important for you to know why you are here. If you have a really strong why for why you're here, I promise you that you're going to get so much more out of this than if you're just turning up. And so I want you to turn up with your strongest intention of why you're turning up, why you're here, what you're hoping to gain from this. And I want you to type it and let me know as well so that we can see why all of us have come here today. And this is the first thing that we need to realize is intention of presence. Listen to me carefully. Presence is such an important part of living a good life. I'm going to ask you to grab your left hand, place it on your heart. And here's what I want you to repeat. And I want you to repeat it out loud wherever you are. I want you to be able to let your family hear it in the house, let your neighbors hear it if they're around. I want you to repeat after me. I am exactly where I need to be. Say it. I am exactly where I need to be. And I want you to mean it in your mind. I want you to feel it in your heart, and I want you to believe it in your body. See, when you speak to yourself, when you communicate with yourself and with others, but when you communicate with yourself to start with, you want to mean it in your mind, you want to feel it in your heart, and you want to believe it in your body. And so I want you to really say that to yourself. I am exactly where I need to be. And I want you to point at the screen. You can point at me, point at the person sitting next to you if you're watching with family or friends that you're currently isolating with. Or just visualize the amount of people that are joining in right now. We have over 8,000 people live. And I want you to say, you are exactly where you need to be. Now, why am I starting with this message? Why is this message so powerful and so important right now? Because when we talk about the meaning of presence, which is our first principle that I want to dive in today, which is presence, this is something that so many of us miss. So many of us, the first tool that we overlook, overthink, is the lack of presence. How often do we say to ourselves that I wish I was here right now. I wish I was there right now. I wish I was back in that place right now. I wish I was in that relationship again. So much of our language, so much of our communication is wishing, wanting, waiting, wanting to be absent from where we are and present somewhere else. This is one of the greatest challenges of the human mind. The constant focus of wanting to be present somewhere else and absent from where we are right now. All the power is in being in the present. All the power, as Eckhart Tolle told us, is in being in the now. The Bhagavad Gita teaches us that our mind is constantly trying to worry about the future or has regrets of the past, but is missing out on the gift of the present. That's the challenge. How many of us put your hands up and say, yeah, you know what? My mind is constantly worried about the future. And how many of you put your hands up, I'm constantly regretful of the past. And we spend very little time in the present moment when all impact is possible right now. It's all possible right now. Any change we want to make is possible only in the present. And for so many of us, we feel we're not where we're meant to be. We feel that we haven't achieved as much as we should have. And this is where I want to exclaim this point. And you may have heard it before, but I want to say it again. You're not ahead. You're not behind. You're exactly where you need to be. And when we accept that, when we realize that, when we internalize that, when we take that on, that's where all our power comes from. We lose power when we worry about the future or regret about the past. We gain power when we are focused on the present. We lose our power when we think that we're not where we're meant to be. When we just wish and want situations to be different. We wish and want that what we experience would be totally different. And I'm so glad, and I want you to really, and this is the key of presence. When you are present, you want to feel it in your heart, you want to mean it in your mind, and you want to believe it in your body. That's how you know you're present. Like right now when I'm speaking to you, I can have a million things going on today, but when I'm speaking to you, my mind is present with you, my body is present with you, and my heart is present with you. How many times have you had it in your life where your body is present, but your mind and your heart are disconnected? Or how many times have you had it where your heart is there, your heart is in that moment, but your mind, you're not thinking right, it's not there either, and then you make a mistake? Presence is this. This is my favorite definition, and I'm actually applying a different definition to presence. But Gandhi once said that we're in harmony when what we think, what we say, and what we do are aligned. In my opinion, that is presence. That is presence. Presence is when what you think, what you say, and what you do are aligned. Presence doesn't just mean I'm living in the now, I'm surrounded by this, and I have this going on. That's not being present. Present is this alignment, this centeredness. How many of you want that presence in your life? We've got over 10,000 people live right now. It's incredible to be live with each and every single one of you. I'm deeply so grateful to have you here. And we're diving deeply into our first tool for happiness, success, and growth, which is presence. Being present. It transforms our relationships. It transforms our business. It transforms everything. How many of you enjoy it when someone is absent from a conversation? How many of you enjoy it when someone isn't conscious? Imagine I was doing this. So we went live, and imagine I was just like, hey guys. Oh, hey. Oh, sorry. I didn't realize you were there, right? Imagine I did that at the beginning of the live today. When I'm absent from you, and some of us are doing that in our own lives. Some of us are absent from our own lives. So I'm going to read some of your intentions for being here, because I always deeply value reading feedback from our incredible community and audience. And I want to give a big shout out to my Genius community that have tuned in as well. My Genius private coaching group, which is an incredible community of conscious change makers all around the world. And I just want to give them a big shout out, because I'll be telling you a lot more about that as well as we progress. So I'm reading out some of your incredible intentions. So Nicole Brooks says, as part of your coaching school, I'm so excited to be a part of this challenge and be with you. Thank you. I love that. Ali Salford says, I'm here to make positive changes in my work-life balance and to learn to be more present in my family life. I am so glad your intention is there. Laura says, from these 3 days, I'm hoping to gain more ideas on how to love my life more presently and more deeply. I love that. This is incredible. Victoria says, I want better relationships with my family, who are also my co-workers, as well as the dynamic in my love life with my boyfriend. Well, you're in the right place as well. Steve says, I want to know that I'm not worthless because my parents keep telling me that, and the fact that I feel like I'm the most unwanted kid. Well, Steve, thank you for joining. I promise you that we're going to help you through that. So these are fantastic intentions. And whatever intention you've come with, the depth of your intention will be the depth of your presence. This is a life skill, but it's also true for this seminar. For these 3 days, this is 100% true. This is 100% true. That the depth of your intention will be the depth of your presence. What do I mean by that? The stronger you feel about why you're here, the more you're going to be eyes wide open, ears wide open, and really fixated and focused. If your intention is just like, I had nothing else to do today, Jay. I've got nothing to do. I'm pretty bored. Then you may not bring that full presence. And that's how presence works in our family life, as many of you have been saying. That's how presence works in our professional life, as you've been saying. When we understand why we do what we do for work, when we understand why we love our family and love spending time with them, when we have that depth of intention, we will be more present. Because I value that 150,000 of you and nearly 11,000 of you today have committed to be live with me. My intention to serve you all right now is so high and so strong, and to give my best energy and to bring all the positivity I have, because I am honoring your commitment. I am honoring your presence. And so I want to be present too. So this is amazing. Tell me about the insights that I'm sharing that are really resonating with you, that are having an impact on you right now, because so much of the time our energy is drained. We experience negative energy when we are not present with our current energy. Think about this for a moment and take notes. I want you to get your notepad out. I want you to write down notes about what I'm talking about, because what I'm sharing right now, genuinely, this stuff can actually change your life. This isn't just about a quick fix. This is about actually changing your life. Marie says, my intention